1 minute you're an influencer, big bad boss chick, and next minute you're driving an Uber, baby.
It's almost like I don't even care how much money I make today.
Meet Jennifer Arnice. She is 51 years young. She operates a very interesting podcast called The Black Mother Wound. And this podcast and community helps Black women heal the wounds from the relationship with a toxic mother. Not
Okay, so if you have mommy issues, got it.
Builder, but she's quite entrepreneurial and very known in the Atlanta area. But 2026 has not been so good to her. I can remember the old folks in the church always saying, man that is born of woman is of a few days, and those days are full of trouble.
He's right, you know.
Jennifer went from being on top of the world
Breakfast Club
to experiencing something terrible.
Eating lunch because I've decided to become an Uber driver. Most of you don't
Decided to become an Uber driver. So then, okay, I'm going to go ahead and guess. She was clearly not making any type of money. She was probably spending, trying to become this like influencer, this therapy kind of influencer person. And she was bleeding money, was not bringing in the kind of cash she was hoping for.
Used to be a fintech project manager.
Oh, okay.
My job ended at the end of March.
Ended or fired? Who knows?
I have been looking for work.
As you can see, Jennifer is in her car. And just a few months ago, she was working as a fintech project manager. But the job ended in March, and she has been looking for work ever since. And she had bills to pay.
So I guess she was a fintech project manager, and then she was doing this like influencer boss chick stuff on the side.
No other opportunities as she was looking for work. So she decided to start driving Uber. And
At 51. Imagine being 51 and being an Uber driver. Now, I've been an Uber driver, okay? I have had this part of my life. It was a part of my life. It was not the funnest. It was not the greatest, but sometimes you have to do things to make ends meet. I have been an Uber driver. It is not fun. And especially on a college campus, awful. But at 51, imagine being 51 and being like, I will now drive Uber.
Don't get me wrong. I love Black Mother Wound. I love this community. But in some ways, I'm burned out of coaching. But
interesting.
Now, while she loves
so she was making money.
The Black Mother Wound and the podcast, she's burned out from coaching, so she's not motivated to do it. But it was a
Imagine your therapist being like, I'm quitting because I can't hear anyone's problems anymore. It's like, that's the whole thing. Like, that's everything that this is. Like, all this is going to be you listening to people's problems. And now she's like, I'm tired of listening to your issues.
Come alongside her project management job. Now, having a full-time job and operating a podcast and operating content on social media.
It's so much work.
It's so hard. I mean, the algorithms are changing on every site. You got to compete every day.
Literally, bro, I can't even break this algorithm right now with these videos. Guys, watch my videos if YouTube will even show them to you. It's so hard. It's so ridiculous.
Right. And you need to go ahead and get leads. And consulting is a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I never do it. So the main income is gone. She doesn't want to consult. And now here she is in life at 51 years old driving Uber.
But I never thought that I would be 51 years old and come back to a place where I wasn't working and be driving Uber.
The thing that people don't realize about driving Uber, I think some people go into it thinking you're going to make a ton of money. Now, first of all, when I did it, they didn't have tips. Tips wasn't a thing, okay? Imagine. So now, I mean, you're making more than you would have in the past, but like Uber takes a very big chunk of your money. You're only getting a very small portion of the rides you do. And then if you're not driving on like a surge time where Uber's more expensive, and then obviously to get more money, it's just, you know, it's hard. And it depends on what area you're in. I mean, if she's in Atlanta, she could make good money with Uber. It depends if she's in like Atlanta, you know, like the really metropolitan part. But yeah, I mean, it can really vary. You can drive all day and make like no money. And then you end up spending all your money on gas. It's so bad.
Now, this is very important because this lady is largely successful. I mean, she's been successful in corporate America. She's been all over the country giving lectures. And now she's taking Uber rides. But there's more.
And it brought up a lot of feelings of like being a failure, feeling inadequate, feeling ashamed. Like, what would my community think about me? Because I've got all these followers. I've got a podcast. I've been on the Breakfast Club. I'm doing all these things. And I'm driving Uber.
Now, this lady
you made that decision
on the Breakfast Club. And nobody gets on the Breakfast Club unless you're somebody that has something to offer. And she was there. She was promoting her Breakfast Club interview.
And she has a book?
She didn't.
So she had a book. We just saw the book. And she was on the Breakfast Club. I just forgot that point. So yeah, she's on the Breakfast Club. That means she should be making good money. It's not like she shouldn't be struggling if she was on the Breakfast Club.
Even have a job. Damn. And again, I'm not making this video to make fun of this lady because this could happen to any of us.
It happens to a lot of people.
Nothing is perfect. AI is here. Things are
It's
changing
here.
every day. And it might become the wild, wild west. There is something more to be said about Jennifer Arnese's situation.
I'm nearly 56, and society in general, and people I speak to, and somebody I spoke to yesterday, try and make you feel like you're obsolete. Like, you've got nothing to give anymore. You're past your sell-by date.
Who's saying
And
that?
It's just so strange because...
Like, I understand in terms of like a relationship or like, you don't look like you did when you were 20. Okay, I get the argument there of like, you're not as hot as you were or whatever. But when it comes to the work environment, I feel like it's the complete opposite, where it's like you've got like 30, 40 years of like good work experience. Aside from the fact that Gen Z does not know how to work in a corporate environment, I think they would much prefer an older person because they have the experience, they have the knowledge, they know how to be professional. Like, I've never seen this be a thing where like, oh, you're old, we don't want you. I would think it's the opposite of like, no, you're old, you have experience, we definitely want you because we can't find experience with these young kids.
I have ambitions. There's loads of things I want to do with my life. Just because I'm 55 doesn't mean that all goes away. In fact, I am even more ambitious now at 55 than I was when I was in my 20s.
This lady is 55 years old, and she's already feeling like people are
I like the
already
music.
ignoring her. And this might be the case with Jennifer Arnese. Don't get me wrong. I think she's a very beautiful woman.
She's very pretty.
Obviously, she's very hardworking. I can tell you that anybody who's built a community up like she has, her own website, she's a book author, she's gotten on the Breakfast Club. You don't do that by chance, guys. There's a lot of competition in Black social media, especially in your bigger urban cities like Dallas, Atlanta, New York. From what I believe is that this woman is doing this by herself. So you can't do this unless you're, number one, extremely hardworking, number two, extremely talented. But despite all that, working in these industries like fintech or where AI can replace.
But why doesn't she get like a team around her? Like, I mean, I don't know if she had one and she was just tired of it, but I would say like build a team around you. Maybe take out the consulting portion and then just build a team around you that can help you with your social media and have them do the social media stuff for you so that all you really have to do is just be the face and be the person on the podcast. And then have those people help you build your podcast. And then, you can make money to where you don't have to Uber. I'm wondering if she thinks she can make more with less headache with Uber.
Issue is damaging. And then
I am more likely to not receive help, to not receive support. And the thing that makes me the most resentful is I watch some of my siblings have kids and I'm watching their kids, but what the fuck can they do for me?
here's another single lady who has never had children. She feels like she's being ignored. Only the women that have kids, in her opinion, are the ones that people care about. Now, I'm not sure if Jennifer Arnese has children or not.
I was about to ask that.
I believe it is obvious that the lady is not
Okay,
married.
single mother who
So
has a
much
son and
of
her
Black
husband. Okay.
American culture is telling women that you can do it all by yourself. You're strong. You can go out there. You can handle stuff because
Sure you
do
can.
this. And to be honest, Jennifer.
Sure you can, but like no one wants to. Everyone wants to have a partner that they can do things with and that can help them out. No one wants to do everything alone. You can do everything alone, like, to get it done. Like, it will get done, but no one wants to be by themselves.
Arnese is doing it, guys. I got to be honest. From what I can see, she is not a scammer. She's actually putting in the work. But
yeah, she is from Atlanta, though, so I gotta, she could be, but I highly doubt it.
There comes a time where you can't do this all by yourself. And that's the one thing that I have learned about living on the continent of Africa. And, I have some criticisms of being here, but there is some level of help. There is some level of community. I don't know when the last time I drove a car, and this is just not me.
Wow,
a lot
really?
Of people have, live-in maids. They have cooks. Even people in the middle class,
Shay,
lower middle class.
you haven't driven? Look at you have a driver out there in Africa living it up.
This is something that people have, and the community comes in, they help you. They help you do a whole bunch of stuff. It's not the individualistic lifestyle that you have in the West. And a lot of times we have kind of bought into, we can do it. We don't really need help. We got everything. And you get old. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's 51, she still looks very good, but you do get old. I'm 45. I'm already feeling it. You can't do it forever. And then when you need help and you get old and people kind of forget about you and you don't have a safety net, you don't have a wife, you don't have a husband, you don't have kids.
Gotta build a family.
Doesn't look good. And we don't really talk about that as much as we should. I was checking out this one guy. He's living in Thailand by himself. 72
Thai
or
guy.
73 years old, and he can't afford to go back to America. And I want to do a video on him because so much of the information is about do what you got to do, make yourself happy, And then sometimes we forget to invest in people's lives when we get older or we get sick, and those people are not there. And I'm not saying that she doesn't, but the question could be,
like, we can't sit here and make an assumption that she's just given up on her whole family and support system. I mean, who knows? Maybe she talked to them and they were like, hey, if that's what you want to do it. Like, I wonder how that, and it said she had a husband, right? Son and no son and a husband, or I forgot what it said. But if she does have a husband, it's like, she probably talked to him and they discussed it together. And like, maybe he makes good money or enough money where she's like, I'll just Uber to make the, my money here. And then we could live off his money. Like, who knows the backstory, but it is an interesting decision.
Maybe if she was married, maybe if she had
so she's not married. Sorry.
Would life be a little bit easier for her? I'm not sure. We always got to understand this. Life is always about people. As much as you want what you need.
She's
for
like,
yourself,
stop like getting in my head. Please stop talking to me.
And any of us could be in this situation. You can be up one moment and down the next. And it must have been very difficult to come out and talk to her community about this, that this has happened.
I wonder what
to
they
her.
said.
But you know what? She will rebound. And in closing, I don't think many women plan for this particular day when you're 50, 60. The attention may or may not be there as much. And then you have to do life all by yourself.
My worst
in a world
nightmare.
that possibly ignores you.
Worst nightmare.
Because you're older, not because you don't look good, just because you're older. So guys, what do you think? Am I reaching here? Let me know what you think in the comment section.
Let O'Shea know in his comment section. Let me know in my comment section. What do y'all think? That's just, it's a sad reality. Sometimes, if your thing doesn't work out, you do have to resort to stuff like that. I think at the end of the day, I think it's nice that there's options like that in case you have to do something like that. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm exhausted, so I'm going to go take a freaking nap. But I will see you in the next one. Bye.